We have seen up to this forced vibration of single degrees of freedom system. We have seen first point, that is the mass spring damper system. We have shown the diagram based on the forced vibration. We have to beyond this, we have started this particular integral and the second, that is the harmonic integral, and based on this we have calculated this uh, value of this mx double dot plus whatever the x value that we have calculated, the first derivative, second derivative we have calculated with respect to x particular integral, and we have put this value in terms of this equation number 1, and by comparing on the both the sides we will get directly as a x value, that is the amplitude is equal to f naught upon k minus m omega square. By dividing on the by dividing this numerator and denominator by the k, we will get as a f naught by k divided by k minus k divided by k minus m omega square divided by k, where this f naught by k, where kf is equal to k into x, so that will become a k static divided by that k by k, that will become 1 minus that omega already over there, that is the forced frequency omega square divided by k by m. K by m म्हणजे काय असणार आपलं, the root of k by m is the natural frequency omega n. So k by m will become omega n square. So that omega square divided by omega n square. Already we know what is the mean by this r. R is the force, that is the frequency ratio, where frequency ratio of omega to the omega n, where omega is the forced frequency and omega n is the natural frequency. So r is nothing but that is the resonance, which is the frequency ratio. When this r value is equal to 1, when this r value is equal to 1, means that omega is equal to omega n, that resonance will be produces. There is one condition, all of you write down below this. When that r is equal to 1, resonance will be produces. Okay, that is the when forced frequency and the natural frequency, forced frequency and natural frequency both are same. At that time, there is a that resonance will be produces, and the value of this omega and omega n are same, so that r is equal to 1. So up to this we have covered. We go for the next point. So write down x is equal to, so write down x is equal to, so what is this? That x is equal to, what is this? X st divided by 1 minus omega square divided by omega n square. What is this? Already we know that is the r. So 1 minus r square. That is the value of k. That is the value of k. And that is the value of x. And if we put this value of x in terms of this, what will happen? You can see here. Put this value in terms of the above. Xp of t is equal to, that xp of t is equal to xst divided by 1 minus r square into cos of omega t. So all of you write down up to this. Already we know the x value. If we put this x value here, we get that x particular integral is equal to x into cos of omega t, where omega is the forced frequency. Okay, and by putting this value of x particular in the basic equation number second, what is our xh of t? First one is the xh of t plus x into particular integral of t. So into this, what is the x into cos of omega n t plus a2 into sine of omega n t, a2 into sine of omega n t plus that xp of t. What is this xp of t? Already we know that is the xst divided by 1 minus r square into cos of omega t. That is our equation. Up to this equation, we have covered. You can see already the our basic equation, that is from equation number second, x of t is equal to xh of t for the transient state plus steady state, that is xh of t plus x particular integral, harmonic plus particular integral. Already we have seen that is the equation number third for the xh of t for the harmonic integral a1 cos omega nt plus a2 sin omega nt plus, that is for x particular we have already seen this x st divided by 1 minus r square into cos of omega t, where there is a omega n, that is the natural frequency. Here there is a omega which is for the forced frequency, that is for the particular integral with respect to forced frequency, and that is for the steady state for the natural frequency. So based on this, if we put the boundary conditions, we get the value of the constant, and if we get the value of constant, that will be our equation of motion for the forced vibration, undamped forced vibration. So put here the boundary condition. What are our boundary conditions? Already we have seen in the last lecture. At time t is equal to 0, at time t is equal to 0, as the boundary condition at time t is equal to 0, that x of t is equal to 0 is equal to x naught, that is the first condition. And second condition is velocity at time t is equal to 0 is equal to x dot naught is equal to v naught. V naught. So put these two boundary condition and give me the answers about the a1 and a2 value. So all of you solve this and tell me the answers of a1 and a2, and if we put these values of a1 and a2 into the equation, that will be a last equation for the undamped forced vibration system. So put the value, first condition you apply into this equation. At time t is equal to 0, x is equal to x naught. What is this cos term? What is meant by the cos 0? Cos 0 is 1, sin 0 is 0, and that remaining term. So you calculate here. If you have completed, I will erase this and start from the top. What is the answer? X of t at time t is equal to 0 is equal to x naught into a1 into cos, where a1 into cos, where cos 0 is 1. So that term is a a1 plus there is a a2 into sin, where sin 0 is 0 plus remaining term काय राहते बघा या ठिकाणी काय राहिलं x st divided by 1 minus r square into cos 0. Cos 0 is again cos 0 1. So right remaining term काय राहिली बघा त्या ठिकाणी x st divided by 1 minus r square. Currently x st divided by 1 minus r square, and that cos term will become as a cos 0 is 1. So x naught is equal to a1 plus x st divided by 1 minus r square. So that a1 is equal to x naught minus x st divided by 1 minus r square. So write this. Okay. In this way, by applying the first boundary condition at time t is equal to 0, x is equal to x naught, we get the answer of a1. So same way, by applying the second boundary condition at time t is equal to 0, velocity is equal to 0. By putting this second boundary condition, again we get a value of a2. So try for this and tell me the answer about a2. I will wait for 5 minutes, but you tell me the answer.
मॅडम
हा बोला ना.
ते वर काय दिसत नाहीये. सगळ्यात
का?
वरची स्टेप आहे ती दिसत नाहीये.
कुठला दिसत नाहीये? Now is it visible? इथला आता
हा,
लास्टचं
research.
लिहिलेलं दिसत नाहीये का?
हा.
हा
नाही, वरचं आता होतं ना ते तर दिसत
ओके, ओनली लास्ट 2-3 लाईन्स.
आता.
ओके, once again I will tell, no problem.
वरचं नाही, खालचं दिसतंय.
ओके, इकडे लक्ष द्या. In this equation, if we put boundary condition, which is the boundary condition? At time t is equal to 0, then x is equal to x naught. आता मी या इक्वेशन मध्ये, in which equation? In this equation, if I will put the first boundary condition, parallel boundary condition, that will become a x naught is equal to, at time t is equal to 0, that will be x naught, that I have put it here. Second, a1 into cos omega nt, काय राहणार? a1 into cos omega nt, cos 0 काय असतं सांगा बरं? cos 0 is 1, so that a1 into 1 and plus a2 into, there will be a plus sign, a2 into sin 0, a2 into sin 0 is 0, plus remaining term is xst divided by, that is the xst divided by 1 minus r square into cos 0 is 1. All of you understand? Okay, बघा परत x naught is equal to, what is this? X naught is equal to a1 into 1, that is the a1, plus 0 is 0, plus remaining term as a xst divided by 1 minus r square. आता मला कॅल्क्युलेट करायचं आहे a1 is equal to काय येणार आहे माझं? a1 is equal to x naught, हे मी इकडे घेतलं, x naught minus xst divided by 1 minus r square. All of you understand? Please use chat box. Pratiksha, now visible? Pratiksha? Yes, okay, no problem. Shivani? Now you apply the second boundary condition into the same equation. What is the second boundary condition? You have to take the first derivative of this. You have to take the first derivative. What is the derivative of this? You can calculate, and after that you apply the boundary condition as at time t is equal to 0, that velocity at time t is equal to 0, v naught. Okay, based on this you apply this condition and tell me the answer of A2. काय नाही सांगा, मी इथे लिहिते डेरिव्हेटिव्ह x of t is equal to, what is the derivative? काय ते सांगा जरा डेरिव्हेटिव्ह मला याचं, मायनस, दॅट इज a1 into cos टर्म, काय येणार आहे? cos चं डेरिव्हेटिव्ह काय असतं? दॅट इज द मायनस a1 into omega n. Why this cos omega nt? cos चं डेरिव्हेटिव्ह काय असते? sin of omega nt, that is the first term, plus a2 काय टर्म आहे बघा? a2 into sin of omega nt, derivative of sin is cos, derivative of sin काय असतं? cos, a2 into omega n, derivative of sin is cos omega nt. Okay, plus xst upon 1 minus r square, that is the constant term here. Only we have to take the derivative of this cos omega t with respect to t. काय येणार सांगा बरं या ठिकाणी डेरिव्हेटिव्ह? काय येणार डेरिव्हेटिव्ह ऑफ cos? या ठिकाणी काय येणार आहे? मायनस ओमेगा, that will be take outside. ओमेगा काय या ठिकाणचं कॉन्स्टंट आहे, so that will be take outside. Why we are taking the derivative with respect to t, so that omega is outside, into xst, that is also constant, divided by 1 minus r square, that is the bracket complete of constants, into derivative of cos काय येणार आहे? मायनस already I have taken, into sin of omega t. बघा समजलं का डेरिव्हेटिव्ह काय घेतले ते? All of you understand the derivative of this term? That is I have written on the board on the above of this x of t. Okay. So in this equation you put the boundary condition. What is the boundary condition now? At time t is equal to 0, that value of this electricity, that is the x dot of t is equal to 0 is x naught, that is the x naught dot is equal to, now I will erase this below part, I will erase now. Okay, so x naught dot, and into this term you can apply the time t is equal to 0. At time t is equal to 0, at time t is equal to 0, in this terminology sin 0 is, please tell me, sin 0 is 0, so that term is 0, plus a2 into cos 0 means remaining term is a2 into omega n, that is the cos 0 is 1, okay, plus into minus omega x st divided by 1 minus r square into sin 0. Sin 0 is 0. So that terminology again it will be equal to 0. So what is the value of this? That is the x naught dot is equal to v naught is equal to a2 into omega n. And so that we get a value of a2 is equal to v naught divided by omega n. So put this value of a1 and a2 in the above equation, we get directly the equation of motion for forced vibration of undamped system. बघा समजलं का? So all of you write down, calculate the derivative, put the boundary conditions and calculate the value of a2 and put the a1 and a2 value in terms of this equation. Which equation? That equation number may be 4 or 3. You will see, and put this value in terms of this equation, we will get a general dynamic equation for the forced vibration of undamped system. So below this write down x of t is equal to, equation mala, x of t is equal to, I will write here x of t is equal to, that is for both these stages. Which one? First one is the for the both these cases, for one and for the second. So in this way we get an answer of a1 and a2. Put this value in terms of the equation, which is our basic equation. You can write down what is the equation. Our basic equation is x naught upon, our basic equation is x naught upon that is the x naught minus x st divided by 1 minus r square that is a1 value into cos of omega nt plus a2 value काय आली आपली बघा या ठिकाणी, a2 is a v naught upon omega n into sin of omega nt plus our particular integral is x st divided by 1 minus r square into cos of omega. This is our general equation of forced vibration of undamped system. So all of you write down up to this. We go for the next derivation. Okay. Write down the next line, next page. Agne. Write down on the next page. Forced vibration of write down on the next derivation. Forced vibration of damped system. Forced vibration of damped system. Draw diagram. Yourself you draw. काय करणार आता सांगा बरं. Next last that derivation is based on the maybe fourth derivation. What is this? Forced vibration of damped system. Forced vibration means F of T will be there. Damped system means C will be over there. M will be there and K will be there. Means all terminology which are the mass spring damper system. That all terminologies will be there in this derivation. So all of you write down. Mass spring damper system. All of you draw the diagram. If you are continuously attending the lectures, then you will understand this about the derivations. If you are not attending the continuously lecture, then you will not get the corrective answers. Write down. Forced vibration of damped system. Write down. Draw a diagram also. That is the basic diagram. Mass spring damper system. That is the M. That is the X. That is the F naught into cos of omega t. All of you draw this diagram. Here, this is K, this is C, and if we take the free body diagram of this, we get an that is the K into X. That is the Cx dot. And that will be a terminology of Mx double dot opposed to this, and there is a force like a F naught cos omega t. That is the free body diagram. You draw this free body diagram in your notebook also. And based on this, our name is equation of the mass into acceleration is equal to mass into acceleration is equal to total forces acting on the body. So all of you write down this. Okay. बघा, in this forced vibration of damped system, there are the all terminologies will become here. Which are those? K, that is with respect to the stiffness. K. C is the damping coefficient. M is the mass. X is the displacement. And where external force because of the forced vibration system, F naught cos omega t. Okay. If we take the free body diagram of this, there is a in this, there is a Kx is the spring force, Cx dot is the damping force, Mx double dot is the inertia force, and F naught cos omega t is the, that is the forced vibration because of this force is F naught cos omega t, where omega is the forced frequency. And in this, if we take the free body diagram, we will get an answer as mass into acceleration, that is the mass into acceleration is equal to total forces acting on the body. And based on this, if we take the free body diagram, based on this, if we take the plus minus sign, we will get an what is the equation we produces? That equation is a mx double dot equation mx double dot. Based on this, I will write mx double dot, that is the mx double dot is equal to, that is the minus kx minus of this cx dot and plus, that terminology is a plus sign of here, that is the f naught into cos of omega t. So which equation will produces? That equation is the mx double dot plus cx dot plus kx equal to f naught cos omega t. That is the equation number 1. So write down this. Or if you write down up to this. Okay. Below this, all of you write down. If you have covered, I will erase this all. We'll go for the further step. Which equation is produces? I will write here once again. Mx double dot plus Cx dot plus Kx equal to F naught into cos of omega t. That is the general equation of analysis for forced vibration of damped system. Okay. So for this system, for solving this system, if we put x particular integral is equal to x of t is equal to xp of t is equal to what we have to put, that is the x into cos of omega t minus phi, where phi angle, that is the phase angle, will be over here because of this damped system for forced vibration. By putting this value in terms of this equation, we have to take, that is the x is equal to x into cos of omega t minus phi. We have to take the first derivative. X चा derivative काय आहे सगळ्या ठिकाणी? There is we have to put the derivative. X is equal to x dot is equal to that is the x into derivative of cos. What is the derivative of cos? That is the minus into sine of omega t minus phi. That is the derivative. What is x double dot is equal to minus x into, there is a omega. Again, if we take the double derivative, minus x omega square into the cos omega t minus 1. If we put these two values in terms of this equation, we'll get some another value. So put these two values in terms of this equation number 1. What is this answer? M into x double dot, that is minus x omega square into cos of omega t minus phi in this equation plus cx dot, c into x dot ची value काय बघा, c into x dot is minus x into omega into sine of omega t minus phi. That is the cx dot is completed plus k into x plus k into x ची value काय आपली बघा, x is the k into x into cos of omega t minus phi, bracket complete, is equal to f naught into cos of omega t. So what is the common term you take outside, and based on this you take me the, you give me the answer. Maybe within 1 minute our meeting will be over. All of you join once again. All of you join once again for the same link.